Liturgical Commission of the Diocese of Southern Virginia and the diocese at large, I thank you for inviting me to participate in your annual council and to be your preacher for this Eucharist, whereby together we all remember and celebrate the life and ministry of Absalom Jones. At present, I am canonical in the Diocese of Washington. Now, having said that, I will tell you that I am now standing in my diocese. For the truth be told, and I can only speak the truth, is that I was born in Suffolk, Virginia. Born in the shadows of St. Mark's Parish in Suffolk, where I learned much about the Anglican vocation with now retired Father Wayne Hall. And then in my young adulthood, I took on the tutelage from Father Joe Green at Grace Church, Norfolk. Or should I say, I am still being tutored. And you know what I mean. By Father Green. Interestingly enough, when I stepped through the doors just yesterday, Father Green had approached the mic and he was making an announcement. He was sharing with you an upcoming event which will help to sponsor and support the life of the Union of Black Episcopalians. As Father Green was introducing himself, he had to pause to remember exactly which parish that he was affiliated with. And I was thinking to myself, Father, just name a parish, any parish, and you would have to be right on the money. And then while a student at Virginia State University in Petersburg, Father Boston Lackey, Father Lackey, Bishop, had the courage to hire me as a cantor for Christ and Grace Church on Sycamore Street in Petersburg, Virginia. And now you know why I say this is my diocese. I share that bit of information with you because my roots, and I will mention here again, go back to Southampton County, Virginia, and spending time with grandmother. We called her Big Mama. When she would meet a stranger, she would always ask them, "So who are your people?" And I share with you that because when you tell her who your people are, she then can calculate your pedigree. And you know what I mean. And depending upon your pedigree will determine just exactly how much attention she was going to give you. So I was taught very early that when someone asked me who my peoples are, I knew not to start with my mother and my father. I would go back to my great-grandparents. I'm the great-grandson of John and Virgin Barnes, and Harry and Rebecca Parker. Am I right? So you knew. When you're a Virginian, you understand that. So, it's good to be home. As your preacher for today, I'm glad to be here and supported by my family, my mom and my dad. Mom, just raise your dad, raise your hand. As well as my godson, Carlos, and his mother, Belated. There you go. As your preacher, I am mindful of where we sit today. Williamsburg, Jamestown, the very first permanent British colony where our forefathers of this great nation formalized the institution of slavery. I am mindful of where we are today, for like you, many of you, I too am a son of this great commonwealth. And as you have already heard me say, my family roots on both sides of my family, mother and father, grow deep in the sandy soil of Southampton County, where with just a little bit of excavation you would discover my kinsman, Nat Turner. But fear not. I have not come here today to cause an uprising. I have not come here today to start. Thank God there's no need for a slave revolt today. I have not come here today. I have not come here today to heap burning coals upon the heads of white folk for sins past. For the truth of the matter is, if I did so, I fear that some of my own family would be singed by some of those very same coals. Like you, I've not come here today to tarry long in the land of shame and blame and demoralization with our African-American brothers and sisters. For even if we spent just a little time there, I feel that it would hinder all of us from walking and claiming that liberty by which Christ has made each and every one of us free. But rather, in this relatively short time that I have with you today, I think it meet and right so to do, while spending time contemplating the life of Absalom Jones, that we would at the same time spend just a little bit of time contemplating the words of Jesus. Jesus who said, "My commandment is this: love each other as I have loved you. No greater love has anyone than this, than to lay down one's life for one's friends." You are my friends if you do as I command. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know what the master is doing. The servant does not know the master's business. Instead, I call you friends, for everything that my Father has shared with me, I share with you. For those of you who know something about me, I have some schoolmates from Virginia Seminary around here. I have some friends throughout the diocese who know something about my life. You would know that when it comes to information technology, I'm not the most astute. I do know how to send an email. I do know how to open an email. But please do not attach too many attachments to an email. I do not have an iPhone. And I have not owned a BlackBerry. As a matter of fact, my cell phone is 5 years old. And it does not have picture-taking capabilities. The truth of the matter is, I have never sent a text, and I have never received a text. And that is true.